Shalom, shalom. You hear me?
God.
Oh yeah, okay. I see, man. All right, shalom, family. We back again through the spirit. Tap in, get something ready, man. About to get to going. Shalom to the people that's on time. Waiting on my moderator. I ain't got no moderators tonight. Where my moderators at, man? Them boys late. Shalom to the people that is here right now through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? We about to get something going, man. First and foremost, let me introduce myself, man. Want to say, call hello, Yahawah, BAHASHam, Yahawashi. And that's all praises to the Most High God, whose real name is Yahawah. And we do so in the name of his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahawashi Mashiach in the Paleo Hebrew. I'm your brother, Ratazian Yahawah, and we are Yahawah's law keepers. YLK until Judgment Day, man. And, back again with another powerful lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Shimmy Yahawashi, man. I'm here with my brothers, man. Shab here, he a little late. I don't know what he got going on. He a knucklehead. Other brothers here, I'm about to drop a link for you. Shalom Call, I see you in the building. Shalom Dayat. Yeah, man, we about to go back to the basics, man. That's what we getting back to the basics, man. But let me not go be too long-winded, man. Let my brother introduce himself.
God. Shalom, family. It's your brother Kanye. You know what I'm saying? We back again with another live. Like your brother said, we're going back to the basics, man. Ain't nothing wrong with going back to the basics, building up that strong foundation. You know what I'm saying? Touching up and polishing, because nothing wrong.
That's right, man. So as I said, we're going back to the basics, and it's only right with it being so-called Black History Month, which they want to give us the shortest month that they could possibly give us. You know what I mean? So let's go through the spirit and power of BAHASHam Yahawashi according to the Bible, and let's talk about what real so-called Black history is, so-called Black and brown history, man. Because the Bible, this is our true history, this is our true ethnicity, this is our heritage, and this is what we must talk about. You know what I mean? This is, and I just was thinking about, like, when you go on YouTube, a lot of people, or just anywhere, we searching, we going through stuff, we giving good breakdowns, we giving motivation to our people, we giving all these things, right? But sometimes you can forget, the small things, or you don't really see clips where it's just like, it be a person that's a beginner that never heard anything. They might hear it if they pull up on us in person in camp, but we don't have any just milk and beginner videos, man. So I just feel like it's only right that somebody do it, man. You know what I mean? So why not let it be YLK, man? So we're gonna have a little segment where we getting back to it with a lot of early on stuff, Hebrew Israelite one-on-one stuff, milk stuff, man, through the spirit, man. Shalom DB, Shalom Qual in the building, man.
Shalom.
So yeah, man. Without further ado, man, let's get started. Let's show what real Black history is, man. Can one of you brothers share your screen, Baba Kusha? And let's get to it. Anybody got anywhere we want to start? Preferably what, Genesis 49?
I'm about to pull it up right quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
We gonna go into, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people say it. We know we're the children of God. We know we're important, right? But we want to show it according to history, archaeology, and prophecy, man. And certain things that when we saw, it brought it up to us, man. It made us believe when we saw brothers bringing out certain things in the scriptures, and it's just like, wow, like we have to be the people. And mainly, the curses. So we can go really back and forth to a couple of things, because the curses definitely have to come out. But even with this, like the blessings as well, because there's certain things that's going to be evident how who the children of Israel are, man. So, if you hear call, you hear too, whatever, let's get to it, man.
I'm gonna start from the top. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. says, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, and the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power.
Salakia.
Unstable. Okay.
So just to give a rough summary, right? The most we understand that we called the Israelites was a one nation of people, and they broken up into 12 tribes, which are called the patriarchs. This is where you get all the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We all come from one of the 12 tribes of Israel. So this is one of the, and they're going in order from oldest to youngest, and then they're gonna bring out things, and it's going to be evident of who they are, that we're going to be able to relate to them in modern times. So Reuben, that would be the what is it's the Native Americans, Seminole Indians, but this was technically the oldest son, one of the oldest tribe of Israel. This is the firstborn. You know what I mean? So going to it, just was wanting to get at, but you can keep going.
I got a couple things to add too.
Of course, all
Even,
praises.
even with Reuben, typically the birthright will go to the firstborn, but due to him sleeping with his father's concubine, that's why he went to Ephraim. But
Exactly.
when it say the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of thy power, it's speaking about how they carry themselves. Dignity in which how they dress, they had mitri, and they always was dressed in royal apparel.
Mm,
And it was just
fire,
also speaking about how the government and rulership was set up.
fire.
Uh,
Fire. And then another thing, like just to add on that firstborn part, because we already know, even in so-called, black families today, we understand that usually the oldest child is going to be the one that inherit everything. So that's something that was passed down to us from generation to generation. They won't skip over the oldest child if something was to happen to their parents or something like that. But like as my brother Qual said, because he did, some wickedness, which was incestuous, sleeping with his father's wife, that blessing passed over him as being, the head tribe, and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna continue on. Verse 4 it says, unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed and then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch.
See, it tells you right there. He went into his father's bed and slept with one of his father's wives or the concubines. Like, it's his wife. You had no business sleeping with nobody that your father dealt with. That's literally goes back to incest. You seeing your father's nakedness by seeing one of his women. You know what I mean?
And I just want to grab this account real quick.
Go ahead, bring it
It's
out.
about him, what he did. Right. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 35 and verse 22. It says, and it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. So this is basically describing what he did. You know what I'm saying? We coming straight from the scriptures. Right? Verse, you want me to continue verse 5?
Yeah, yep. Keep reading it. In verse 5, I might have you Google something for real too, but you can get verse 5.
I was gonna add something. Gonna add something in verse 4 too,
Oh
just a
yeah,
little
add it,
bit.
Cole. Go ahead.
But yeah, so when it's saying unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defiles it. He went up to my couch. He said, so basically, because of that saying, they was gonna be unstable as water, and then they will be constantly moving around and have nomadic behavior.
Mm.
And it's a lot more stuff we could get into, but it's gonna take a lot. This is fun. Mess around, turn into like a 2-3 hour breakdown.
Yeah,
So
it
we just
would. And
gonna
I'm
hit
like, we just
points.
trying to really give them something. Yeah, we don't want to go too
Uh,
crazy. Like, we can, that's something we can do, but this is just we just proving, quick facts for real.
yeah.
Verse 5 says, Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations.
Right. Simeon and Levi. Simeon goes back to the so-called Dominicans, and Levi is the so-called Haitians today, right? But if you look up right now, if you look up the island of Hispaniola, you'll see they will always be dwelling together. You always see that, even like right now in the spirit, they always are close to each other. You know what I mean? And look at this island, like they're literally on the same island, but they have they've been warned from each other over there. You know, I mean, they have a little different look. Usually Haitians are pictured more darker skin, and you know, Dominicans, they could look the color, but they would be more, you know, generally on the lighter skin side, how they say. But look at this. Like if you look at a lot of stuff, they have a lot of similarities, and they're on the same island. They share the same island for real. They call it this, but they're really in the same place, but they separated because you know what I mean. They can they can get real vicious and real cruel with the weapons and everything, man. So you see it, Dominican Republic on one side, and then Haiti on the other side. Evident, man.
And to even touch on where it says the instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. On the spiritual level, that's just speaking about voodoo and Santeria, or
Yep.
whatever. I think I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. And then on the physical, it's talking about their choice of weapons, which is machetes.
Machete.
So that's
Yep.
just going into. That's why I said they're instruments of cruelty.
Yep, those are, they have similarities in a lot of things. They deal with what God gave us as righteous powers. You know, they had the Urim and the Thummim, but they turned it into, like he said, voodoo and Santa and Santorini. Yeah, it's not no Santorini. It's the other one. It is what is it? I don't want to say it wrong. Oh yeah, Santeria. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it. Hold on.
All of that. I think the Cubans deal with that stuff too as well.
I keep giving me religion. Hold on.
You know, it is Santeria for sure.
Yep. I'm gonna continue on. Verse 6 says, "O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel."
Yep. And then I was hearing like if you know people that's from Haiti, like I heard that anger is on them really bad. I mean, we got examples. Look how Elazar be when he online. You know, they be going crazy. Like they say that, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but I mean, the it says what it says. And then even back then, you know what I mean, self-will, what it said, curse be that anger, fierce their cruelty. And the Haitians are literally the ones that scattered upon, they are always going to be like a Haitian village or you know, amongst all the tribes. The Levites are going to be amongst all the tribes regarded, because going to be little, you know, I guess Haitian suburbs among
So like
all.
you
You know what I
you
mean,
cut
the
out
tribe.
you cut out a little bit.
I did. What's the
Yeah.
last thing you heard?
You said because, like when you said they Levites
Oh
be
my
scattered.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all heard, man. It's hard to say. I just said really just, I mean, they're joined unto God. They don't have their own inheritance. So the Haitians or the Levites are going to be scattered among all the other tribes, regardless.
And then even to add on that, um, predominantly, he scattered Simeon amongst he scattered them amongst the tribes. It's Simeon in the northern kingdom and Levi in the southern kingdom. He also divided them amongst each other, even on the same island that they on. So even though
Woo.
they on the same island, they still kind of divided amongst each other. They don't really rock with each other for real.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of Salakia, Shalom, family. But like
So
Carl was saying in verse 6, it do say that it says, "Be not thou united," right? Because in their anger, they both like two raging bulls. You feel what I mean? They unstoppable. So, like Carl said, God divided them because of that. And he's especially in the time we in, like right now, in the land of our captivities, right? Cursed be their anger. Them together, they unstoppable for real. It'll show you how strong the nations are, and that's only two tribes.
it did, and to add also, bro, like I think neither one of them helped each other while they was being oppressed. They didn't go help each other when Haiti, the Haitians fought for their own freedom. Simeon didn't come over there and join in with them. By and large, it may have been few here and there, but as a whole, as a nation, they did not come to their rescue, and they was on the same island.
Man, they just speak like they are brethren, but instruments of cruelty are their habitations. Like, that's a cruel thing to know your people over there, but y'all so angry at each other that you're not even gonna help them overcome y'all oppressors. Like, you have a common enemy. There's some anger right there for real.
And if you can, you can pull Deuteronomy 33 as like a quick precept too.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. We'll open a new tab. Said Deuteronomy 33.
Yep, 33, and you can go to verse 8.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 8. And of Levi he said, let thy Thummim and thy Urim be with thy Holy One, whom thou didst prove at Messiah, and with whom thou didst strive at the waters of Meribah.
So you see, it's bringing up the Thummim and the Urim and Salakia. Those things are equivalent to things being used in modern voodoo right now, and that's like crystals and chicken bones that they be using. So it's parallel to the same instruments that the Levitical priests used to get prophecies. So they are those people. They just using it for more so left hand activities now. You know what I'm saying? And then you can jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. Bless Yahawah his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again.
So when it say bless Lord his substance and accept the work of his hands, if you look into Hispaniola, it outproduces the entire world and natural resources like sugar and coffee.
Yeah, literally that sugar for sure. They was going crazy in them resources during that time of that, that captivity for sure. They was going crazy. And then what did it say? Smite through the loins of them that rise against him. They the only ones that really overcame their oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they with the French Revolutionary War and all that other stuff, they whooped the French.
Yep, ran it back to France. That was crazy.
Yeah, they whooped them. So this is showing right here. This prophecy, this Bible is alive and well, man. This is the living word of God.
God. So like you could probably get the next verse real quick.
Verse 12 says, and of Benjamin. You talking about Deuteronomy or Genesis? Okay. And of Benjamin he said, the beloved of Yahawah shall dwell in safety by him, and Yahawah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders.
Right. So what this is going into is about all the catastrophic hurricanes and earthquakes and tsunamis to be hitting the Caribbeans. The land of Jamaica has not been hit with no crazy catastrophic event in the past 100 years. You get what I mean? They are part of the Caribbean. Everybody else been hit with some type of crazy tropical storm or hurricane or earthquake. You feel me? Haiti had one. Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all of these places probably get flooded or something, but Jamaica has never been touched, right? Because of this prophecy right here. It says, beloved of Yahawah shall dwell in him safety. It's a lot. What just happened, Kaya?
Oh my! What the?
But yeah, like the scriptures say, this is why Benjamin or the Jamaicans don't get touched by no catastrophic storms or nothing, or no crazy old earthquakes, because they dwelling in the Lord. Right? What did it say in between his shoulders? You probably got to refresh it, Kaya.
Yeah, my screen. I don't know what just happened. Hold on.
Probably zoomed in.
Yeah, it's like it's zoomed in a lot. It's a lot. That was the Haitian Revolution of the French, but at the same time, they was having a French Revolution. It was the same time period, from like the late 1700s to the early 1800s.
Y'all can see my screen. Everything good?
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. Right, yeah. At the end, it says he shall dwell between his shoulders. Right. So if you dwelling between somebody's shoulders, that means you a part of their head, right? If you dwelling between somebody's shoulders, like you're protected, you in the midst of them, right? So he's dwelling in between the Most High's shoulders, man. That's how much protection Benjamin got. Right? I just want to touch on that because it's right below it.
That's fire.
Yeah. We can look at all the stuff that happened in the Caribbean. They never got touched. I'm like, dang, when you sit back and think about it, they never really got hit with nothing crazy. Nothing. But Kai, you could probably hit back to
Genesis.
Verse 8 says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter.
Go
I was about to say we might as well start back at verse 8 just to get them.
Yeah, you gotta go to verse 8.
Gotta get that.
Verse 8 says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Right. So right there, I just want to touch on this. This we can really go into a lot of things with this, right? But the main point is about Yahawashi, right? Yahawashi is gonna be the person that people are going to praise, right? Judah, whom thy brother shall praise, right? Even us, because it tells us that in the last days, Judah's going to be the one that had to raise up the rest of the nations, right? And we go further go into that with the prior or not the verses after this, right? Like keep going. Verse.
Hold on, let me ask him too. Just even when it say whom thy brother shall praise, even on another level, it's speaking about how all the tribes was going to look up to Judah. So that's why, like we basically set the precedence for like anything that goes on. Once the other tribes see us doing something, they all pick it up, even with music and anything that we do. If we go play certain sports, they follow after us. If we start dressing a certain way, they start dressing a certain way. So that's also what he's going into.
Yeah, Judah got all the sauce, man. That's the real Jews. You already know. Everybody follow so-called African Americans, so-called blacks. We front runners with everything. We don't follow the trends. We set them, and that's literally through the spirit and power of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Literally.
I'm gonna continue on. It says, thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Just with that, as it said at the end of the first verse, where it said, "Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies," right? So that's just speaking about how we've been given power, but made docile. Like if you look at, you can see us, like even though we're not prominent, you still see us in like involved with the government, politics, entertainment field, and bowing down to them though, right? And when it say bow down before thee, that's looking up to us when Yahawashi is ruling, giving reverence unto him, right? So then it goes on to say that we as a lion's whelp from the prey, my son, thou art go up, and he stoopeth down, he crouches as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? So even though we are in these positions to strike and do everything, we're not gonna be able to do it because, like I said, we became docile. So we're not willing to make that last push that we need to do.
Because with that being said, like you said, even with us, like Judah, we the main ones. This mainstream in the industry with the music, acting, we got the spotlight. So it's like we got all the resources that we can take down our enemy with. But like I say, our hand is in the neck of our enemies, but we're not even squeezing. Our hand just around it, but we got the chance to squeeze, but we're not doing it. And like you say in the next verse, it tells us that we like a lion. You feel what I'm saying? They say lions sleep 20 hours a day. You feel what I mean? So that's what Judah is doing right now. All the people that's in the industries, they don't care about nothing. They just got their bag and they just relaxing. They don't even care about what our enemy or our person doing. As long as they good and they eating, they sleeping their 20 hours a day. They ain't worried about nothing else. Right? That's why I say, who should rouse them up? Because who has roused up Judah? Right? The Most High has used the people that was what's the right word I'm looking for? The lowest among the Judites to pour his spirit upon. right, to teach this word. And who could be able to rouse us up, right? The Lord is the only person who's gonna be able to rouse up Judah in this truth, man. So we see that.
Yeah. A lot of the Judites suffer from Stockholm syndrome, man. It's almost like he said, we have the power because he's calling you a lion. Judah is that lion, right? But just imagine like a lion who's been taken from the wild, has been set in a cage all this time. Then they finally give him a little freedom. He lost all his sense of who he was in the wild. So somebody he has to be reminded. You know what I mean? And that's what, you know, BAHASHAM Yahawashi is going to do. Our people have to be reminded, and they're going to be the ones that make all the other tribes be reminded of who we all are in a sense, and everybody gonna get in line. But it's gonna speak. We continue to go though. If y'all ain't got nothing else, just want to say that.
That's a fire point. So.
Verse 10 says, "The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be."
Right, that's self-explanatory right there. So right here, I already told you, Yahawashi is from the tribe of Judah. That's who him is gonna be. He's gonna be the gathering of the people. Yahawashi is gonna gather everybody. He's gonna come, and it said the scepter shall not depart from Judah. Like the power, they're always gonna be the power source. Yahawashi, our Messiah, is from this tribe. He is the head of the nation. The kingdom of heaven is going to be implemented by him. For him, everything. He is everything. Like, so the scepter, the power is in his hand, and he's from this tribe. So, you know what I mean? It's until Shiloh come. That's him. He's the gathering of the people. It's self-explanatory. That's literally a prophecy about who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's Yahawashi Mashiach.
Verse 11 says, "Binding his fowl with the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk." Verse 13, "Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea. He shall be for an haven of ships, and his borders shall be unto Zidon." Can y'all hear me? Am I good?
Salakia. Yeah, verse 13, right? "Zebulun shall dwell in the haven of the sea. He shall be for a haven of ships, and his border shall be into Zidon," right? So when you go into this, and this is how we proved it, right? Because I believe at the beginning of this chapter, don't it say like the stuff that shall befall these in the last days or something?
God.
Yeah, you can bring that out real quick.
So if you go to the you can you pull up the ancient map of Israel real quick?
You know if it's on Blue Letter, I just gotta search it up real quick.
No, you can search it up on Google or something, right?
Google.
Oh,
yep. Because back then Zebulun was landlocked, so it'll be impossible for Zebulun to be a haven of ships or something like that. Click that one to the 12 tribes. The fourth one to the right.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Let me see if I can view the image. There you go.
I think it's probably low and slow. Clicked it.
Yeah, right yeah. He just opened a new tab, Slack.
Yep. So you see Zebulun. I got it like
right
that. That's a weird map.
I think this is
trying to find a different one. 14.
No, that's them though. They in between Manasseh.
I'm saying he got it like it's all blue though. Like I'd be looking at ones that have it like different colors.
I get what you're saying, but technically you see it ain't no water by them. But if you find another one though,
yeah, I just ain't never seen this one, but yeah, like you said, like you can tell that they landlocked. Like there's no. See, yeah, there it go. So like the land of Zebulun is directly in the middle of them, so it's impossible for the land of Zebulun to be a haven of ships. You see right here, right?
God.
If you pull up, I go to the what is Zebulun? What was it?
That's Central America.
Central. Yep. Can you pull up a Central American map real quick? Yeah, Papa Kusha. Yep.
We can do.
It should be try to look up the Panama Canal or the Guatemala Costa Rica.
Yeah, the Panama Canal is all right there. I mean, that
Yeah.
is he should have just typed in Central America, not map. You should just typed in Central America.
Oh, Con, hold on. Let me
Like if you
see.
type that in, it'll show you the map anyway. Like, I mean, you can go to images.
Yeah. Do you want to do this one? Let me see how this look.
Your joint froze on my screen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
frozen.
can't see that neither.
Oh,
There we
Slug,
go.
let's open the tabs. Hold on. Should have. There you go. We good.
Yeah, so we see at the bottom, right? Costa Rica, Panama. This is the haven of ships where Zebulon dwells, right? Right before South America, right in between Mexico and South America.
Yeah, Central America.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the whole land of Zebulon, man.
Yeah, and that's flourishing right now because I don't know if y'all know that's what Donald Trump said he's trying to go and take right now. There's going to be a war right there in the Panama Canal because he want to take it back because he thinks that China is doing a lot of their resources and stuff through there right now too, right? And then go back to that verse real quick because I want to point out one more thing in that verse. Right? This is going to bring it all together.
There you go. Verse 13 says, Zebulon shall dwell at the haven of the sea. And he shall be for an haven of ships. His borders shall be unto Zidon.
Right. So it says, so we just seen it says Zebulon should be a haven of the sea, which when you looked at the old map, they are landlocked, right? So we understand that that's impossible for there. But then we show you the Panama Canal. That's where they would be so-called today, right? But what's going to bring it all the way home because it said his border shall be unto Zidon. Zidon goes back to Hamites, right? That's some of the Hamitic people who are known for traversing the sea, right? But their tribe will really go back to, they were called something else as well, too. Now, this is going to bring it all together. Search the Olmecs location because that's where they were going. The Olmecs, that's who Zidon goes back to, Hamitic people. You can look up them. You can see statues of them that's going to look like so-called African people, and it's going to show you the exact same land that we just showed you. It's going to be that Panama Canal and all that region. So if you could just look up like Olmec and then or Olmec location, Baba Kushan, it's going to bring it all home. OLM.
Oh,
it's OMEC. Omex. Yeah.
No. OLM.
Here's OLMEC.
Oh,
Yeah. OLMEC.
It's one O.
you said location?
Location. Yeah. You should be. It should pop up.
Yep.
Go down. Look at that
You want a map?
Yeah, look where it's
Right
at.
there. Yeah, right there.
If you can, because I think I might have had one up too. Let me see something.
There you go.
That's it right there.
Yeah, and then just to add, bro, the Olmecs, when they came, that's what separated the Mayans and the Aztecs.
Yeah.
The Olmecs, they're from the bottom of Mexico, right before Guatemala starts.
Literally, they're right there at that Gulf, like Central America is right there.
So the board, they was literally the borders in between Issachar and Asher. And then just to touch on where it said there shall be a haven of ships. The biggest port for transporting goods is in the Panama Canal.
Yep.
And like the brother was bringing out, the Olmecs, they are descendants of Tyre and Zidon. When you go into the Hebrew for Zidon, it means the sense of catching fish, letting you know that will be a place in which there will be an abundance of fish at.
Yeah. Look real quick. I'm gonna give it back to you, Kanye. I just want to show I had this one up. Y'all can see it.
Yep, right at the end of Mexico.
You see it? He literally said it between the Mayans and between the Aztecs. It's right there. It's right in this area. So the same stuff that how they had that same area today. And that was a haven of ships. The Olmecs was coming back with all type of drugs and everything. They were known for traversing the seas. That's who they are, Zidon. So, you know what I mean? It brings it all back. Now you can go back to that Genesis.
And even when he was talking about the Zidon, it says in the sense of catching fish, fishery. So yeah, sure. God. I'm about to go back. Verse 14 says, Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. And he saw that rest was good.
So like you got to stop right there. When it's talking about the two burdens is North and South America.
Literally.
So you go ahead and continue. That's just pretty much a quick one right there.
Yeah, Issachar's Mexico. If you look where Mexico is at in the map, you see that they got border. They can't go down there because it's separated by its own country. And then even right here, look how they telling them to go back. So they stuck in between two different places that don't want them there in either way. You know what I mean? Two burdens, North
I
and
got
South America.
I got a quick little point on that too, right? Just to show y'all. Right. It's a lot. Let me go back. You see my screen?
Yeah.
You see right here? It's literally a city in Mexico called Issachar. Literally. City in Mexico, right? And even with I don't know if Cole got that picture, but if you go to the we know Issachar goes back to the Aztecs. And
You talking about First Chronicles 12 32?
Yeah, you can pull that real quick, Kanya. Matter of fact, I can pull it.
Okay.
First cry. And you said 22?
Yeah, 32.
32, God. And damn. I remember that screenshot you had of that one picture will tell you like the word Aztec literally goes back to like time teller or something like that.
Yeah, I still got the Hebrew concordance from it. So once you bring this out, I'll give you what to look up.
God. So it reads just the book of First Chronicles chapter 12 and verse 32. It says, and that the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of times to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Right. So we see right here, Issachar had understanding of times. Right.
So first, what you gonna look up? You gonna look up the Hebrew H227.
God.
So as you can see, this is related to time,
Oh yeah, Oz.
right?
Yep. Oz. Right.
Eyes. So then next we're gonna go to Tekka, and it's gonna be H8497.
H497.
Yep, 8497.
Oh. Say H what?
8H8497.
Oh, 84.
Yeah, 8497.
God. Yep, to be led.
And encampment, right? So it means an encampment of people. So when you put them together, that's what Azteca, that's where that comes from.
Yep.
So that's just going into how they was gonna be people of time.
Yep. Aztec. Right. And you see that's what Issachar goes back to, and that's what it was called back in their land, right? Literally a city in Mexico, just to show you right in the heart of Mexico too. Issachar. Right there.
And
Right.
that's why they was calling themselves the Aztecs, because they was able to read the stars, the celestial entities that are in the firmament.
God.
And another thing you can add, it's a word, it's like Mashika or something like that, and it goes back to the word Mashiach, meaning anointed.
God. Oh yeah, yep. Because there's really a lot. Oh God, brother in the chat looking out. But yeah, yep. And I was even thinking about the part about the whole what was it, Quetzalcoatl or something like
Yeah,
that?
Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, they call him. Yeah, they call him the flaming fiery serpent. And then when you go to the book of Isaiah, we see that somebody can, if y'all want to pull it, we can.
Y'all bring your screen back up.
Con.
This
But
is
you
Isaiah what for?
yeah.
I'm about to look it up.
Ain't it like 4 and 13? I want to say, or is it after that?
Let me see. 4 and 3. Oh no.
No.
Yeah, the brother Isaiah. Yeah, we have one about the Levi because we already passed them a year. They definitely scattered among all the tribes. That's even according to Genesis 49. That's a little bit before, for sure though.
Oh no, it ain't that. Let me see. I believe it's 14. Oh. I don't know which one it is.
I'm about to find it. Give me a second.
Con.
I think it's Isaiah 6.
You said a fury flying serpent?
Yeah.
The one I'm seeing pop up is 14
Yeah, 1429.
or 30 or 6.
Yeah.
That's how I don't know which one it is. I know it's one of them though. It may be 29 though.
Con. You want to keep going? Till you find it?
Yeah. You can probably keep going.
Yeah, I mean that's what it go back to. If you
Yeah,
look up Quetzalcoatl though, it's just that image that the
it's
fiery
Isaiah
serpent.
6. It's Isaiah 6 for sure.
Isaiah 6. You see.
I know Isaiah 6 probably talking about.
You mean 30 and 6?
Yeah, both of them mention the fiery serpent.
Yeah.
Oh well, 6 is specifically where just pull it up on the screen real quick. And this one of the ways how we can prove that it was Christ. When you key in on verse 6, it said, "Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coil in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from the altar, and he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched my lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so it's the seraphim in that one, not the serpent.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What he said in the chat? He said Haitians being Levites never sat right with me or the chart. Brother, when you deal with the chart, the chart is not saying that this is the only place Levi is in the whole world. This is just predominantly dealing with the Americas, North and South. That's all the chart is really dealing with. We know
Yeah.
that there's other places where you can find Levites at. There's other places in the world where you can find Judites at, where you can find Ephraimites at. It's just mainly just dealing with the Americas of how we identify them here.
Did you pull out Isaiah 66? If you click on seraphim, look what it say for seraphim in the Hebrew.
Okay. It's Strong's H8314. The Sharaf, serpent, fiery serpent, poison serpent, fury from burning effect of poison, seraphim, majestic being with 6 wings, human hands, and voices in attendance upon God. Says,
Fiery serpent.
You got the right ear. You got the. Now look up Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
How you spell that?
QUA. It should start to pop up like
It's
that.
It's QUETZOQUTOL.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if it's gonna pop up. You said QUET.
ZO.
Oh, I see it.
ZOL. Yeah. I think that's if y'all seen that Mortal Kombat, that's where Kotal Khan comes from.
About this here.
Yep. You see that?
It.
Yep.
So America,
Well, serpent, fiery serpent, man.
Fiery serpent.
See right there, say the creator of the world and humanity. So they believed in a creator, and they say I believe if you go to one of their books, it even tell you to like this where they got the flood from or something like that, if I'm not
Look
mistaken.
up right there. Look here where you say learn more. Click that second one. The second one. Right there. Right.
There you
And
go.
then when you look at a picture of them, it usually depicts them getting pierced. Also, like some of the depictions of them have getting pierced on the side, the same way that Christ did.
Mm.
Mm.
Let's see.
Trying to find it.
Say something about that serpent though. That's crazy.
Oh, these
I can't
heifers.
find. I can't find it right now, but yeah. What the? You said a so-called Mexican would be a Levite too. Then you said a so-called Mexican. Like at the end of the day, we don't know who a so-called a brother who thinks he's Judah could be for something else. The brother Kanye here, he thought that he was a Judite, and just to find out that he's from the tribe of Gad. So I mean,
Yeah, you can fall in any other tribes.
just because we saying that these people are most likely this tribe doesn't mean that there can be some people inside of these group of people who we think could not have different lineage. Because at the end of the day, none of us can trace our lineage back to 1,000, like person by person to 1,000 years or anything like that. So you never know. Brothers always say you don't never know till we really get to them gates.
Con. We can
Yeah, we're going to continue.
yeah.
But brother,
Verse.
Salak, let us get through this, and then I mean, if we can have a conversation with you if you hang around and stuff. Let us try to let us work through this, and then you can of course always still give your points in the chat and stuff. But once we get to the end of this, if you still around, we can have a conversation.
Pick back up on that Issachar. So you got the two burdens. That's what we left off at.
Yep. You want me to start at 14 or 15?
Start at 14 again, just because.
Con. This book of Genesis chapter.
No, I was saying Ayan the bar to him.
Oh, con. This is the book of Genesis chapter 49 verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens, and he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant. He bowed his shoulders to bear and became a servant unto tribute.
So right, let's down this verse, like he said, we already said that Mexico is the place in between two burdens, right? Then he said, he saw that the land was pleasant. We already know that most of our fruits and stuff right now, even right now, we get a lot of vegetation and fruits and strawberries and all this other stuff from their land. Their land is still pleasant. We understand that even right now, who was doing all the work up here? Everybody know that the Mexicans are going to work. They're going to work that field. They're going to work your plants. They're going to work your farms, right? But then on another note, he said he saw that rest was good, right? So I'm going to just share it just because I have it up, right? What's something a word that the Mexicans use all the time? I'm about to just show y'all right here. This is something that they do. It's a word for in Spanish right here. And it's called a siesta, right? The siesta. It says he saw that rest was good right there in Genesis. What is a siesta? A short nap taken in the early afternoon, often after the midday meal. A short nap. This is something. Such a period of sleep is a common tradition in some countries, particularly those in warm weather zones. So it said he saw the rest is good.
Uh,
A nice rest, man. They saw that rest was good. They know it.
or did you finish that out, Kanye?
Con. But you didn't break down the last part of it.
Yeah. So on the last part where it said and bowed his shoulder to bear and became a servant unto tribute. It's also going into when the conquistadors came over, and the Aztecs put up a fight, but then they ended up surrendering.
Mm.
Oh yeah, and that's how they start speaking Spanish.
All right. We can continue on verse 16.
Yeah, it said that identifies Issachar as Mexico. Yeah. If you look where Mexico is on the map, he said a strong ass, which they go back to being the donkey. Like that's one of the prominent animals over there in Mexico. You know what I mean? That's what they utilize a lot, couching down in between
And
two burdens.
it's
And
everything that we've been bringing out in totality about them. Even us going into the Hebrew with the word Azteca and what that means.
Yeah.
It's more than just one thing. You have to put all these things together. And even then, we still haven't even got to the lost lunar stone.
Nope. Or the
God,
curses.
can you go to the Hebrew for Issachar real quick too?
God.
I believe it says like he is hired. Like that's what his name
Yeah, he
means.
is hired. Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah.
He is hired.
Dealt to recompense.
That's what we can. It's supposed to say like he is hired. So go down to the what's the name? He will bring a reward. So I wonder where did he is hired come from? Give me a second, because that's what it.
If son, I wonder if this was in a different what's the name?
It's supposed to be interpreted as he is hired for sure.
Yeah.
I just googled it, or well they said let me see Hebrew or hired one. Yeah, a lot of different places are saying that it means man of hire.
God. But yeah, Isaiah, we went into that, bro. We never say Mexico only had the Aztecs. We for sure broke up the Mayans, Olmecs, the whole landmass had a
Yeah,
lot of tribes.
yeah, we
Incas.
never said that was like Mexico only the only tribe was Aztec. So I mean, you gonna say that we saying something, like, you arguing a straw man point going with that. We never said that. I mean, if you got like a discrepancy with the chart, I mean, what would you identify as, and how can you say that you are what you are, that you claim to be, if you saying that you're an Israelite? Unless you
So
just
like,
have, unless you believe a Negro, like every tribe is Negro or Negroid.
can you get Genesis 30 real quick? That's where it really come from, real quick, for Issachar name.
Yeah, I know I seen it in the little
Genesis 30,
definition.
like 16 on down.
Khan.
God.
They're like a whole nother.
I get it.
Well,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah,
book
no,
of
so,
I'm gonna start at verse
16.
16. Yeah. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30 and verse 16. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee for thy sons' mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son. And Leah said, God hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar.
Right there.
Yep,
uh,
there it go. That's it right there for sure.
That's it.
Tazian came with it. No, I know we wasn't tripping because I for
No,
sure
y'all
remember
wasn't
that.
tripping at all. Just had to go to the verse.
Uh,
Let's go
but
back
yep.
before
So
it's
this
time
is
though.
where we get like he was saying, like a donkey. You know, a donkey is a hard worker. A donkey go do whatever you tell it to do. Carry this, carry
Mm-hmm.
uh,
that. And that's how Issachar is portrayed. Because they're hard workers. Whenever you see a construction site or anything, best believe it's some Mexicans somewhere.
Man,
You know what I mean?
facts.
They
man, for
everywhere. It
sure.
don't matter where you at.
For
Mexicans go be
sure.
everywhere and they go work hard. In a hot, it don't matter how hot it is. They out there in that sun with 16 cervezas and speaking Spanish. You feel what I
God.
mean? Call himself, no man. He used to work with Mexicans, bro. He half Mexican
Man,
himself.
the
uh, I will be
you
giving
know,
a
brother, hey,
stone.
they work crazy. Listen, we ain't listen, bro. Yeah,
Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. We ain't about to get distracted. Bro.
uh,
God.
it's actually, man, pull up that Lost Luna song.
There's nothing like America, bro. Come on now. A little America.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh?
What he's listen, man, just keep going. Like I
Yeah.
said, at the end, if he want to stick around, we can deal with him. But
Man, they even got the translated picture on there. Click that first one, Kanye. I ain't never seen that one. Like with it side by side.
I don't think it's gonna let me do side by side. Hold on.
No, I think it's one side by side picture. Ain't
Yeah,
it?
that should be. It should be one picture. Click it and try to pull it up.
Or to see if you can zoom in.
Oh no, it
Yeah.
is two different ones.
Yeah, it's two different pictures. Like when I click on one or the other, it'll create a tab
Yeah,
for
it's
that one.
reading some of the commandments. It start
Yeah,
reading.
these are 10, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be the 10.
yep, it is the 10. Yep. And it's going right to left. They even got the name. See
I
Jehovah.
am Yahawah, your
Yep.
power, who has taken you out of the land. Not there be gods other before me. There should not be. So it's like they was writing. There should
Yep.
be no other gods before me. Of the house of Egypt, from house of slaves, that let you know the house of bondage, shall not make idols, nor take the name of Yahawah in vain. Remember the Sabbath day.
It's literally the 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Honor a mother and father.
Yeah.
That your days may be long upon the ground.
Damn.
Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. You shall not steal.
Desire your wife,
husband,
your neighbor wife,
your neighbor's wife.
bear false witness.
Against thy neighbor.
And then it has the name Yahawah. Even though they translate to Jehovah, that's Yahawah.
Yep.
All day.
Yep, for sure, for sure.
So we read it there. Go back to the actual stone now.
Yeah, I think that's where they translated it from.
Yeah,
that's where they translated it from.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
I
this
just
is
want to
crazy.
show it. Like that's exactly the same letters that's on there. Matter of fact, it's a video of this as well. Too.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
That dude is reading it.
Yeah, he's reading. And this is to show you, like, so how did this end up in Mexico?
Yeah.
with the most ancient form of Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you really got to get. How are they over here in the Americas speaking Paleo Hebrew, a language that we spoke?
God, that's cold right there. I ain't gonna
Even
lie.
to the point of putting the Most High's name on there, Yahawah, in the ancient form, it's using the Tetragrammaton.
Yeah.
Before the Tetragrammaton was widely known in the sense that every nation knew what it was.
That's crazy. The 10 right there.
We're gonna have to do a continuation on this because we didn't even get through Genesis yet.
Man.
Let's keep
and
going.
then we still got
100. That's what's up.
We still got Deuteronomy 33 that ties in with each tribe at the same time. I mean, we can just go ahead and get through Genesis.
Yeah, you gotta get through Genesis. We in it.
Okay, I'm about to continue on. Verse 16 says, Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward.
You know, it ain't that much about Dan because he don't even have his own gate. It's not that many of them, but we understand that he's saying certain things about him.
Verse 18. I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahawah. God, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
It's your time to shine, Kanye. Nah, but look, it's talking about the North American Indians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and it's stuff that we can use to prove this. What is it? The Chief Joseph Stone. Let me look this up real quick.
Yep, I think that's
One of
it.
y'all,
Yeah.
And then it's something like it's called like the Decalogue Stone.
And even the Assyrian flag or something like that. The Chief Joseph or one of the chief tribesmen of the North Americans had like an insignia of the Assyrian flag, and Assyria was like, what's that, Europe or something? You know what I mean? Like it was just far away, so it was like, how the hell did he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and pull it up.
I know what you're talking about. You talking about the ring that they had?
Did he have it on the ring? I remember him having it like it was like a. I'm gonna try and find it.
You talking about it's like a coin that he basically gave them when they left and it was found.
Oh yeah. Yep. It might have been that, matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I think that goes with Ephraim. They was the head of it, and that's who they gave it to. Because that goes into how a lot of the Hebrew artifacts was found in Puerto Rico. It was over 800 of them found.
Trying to find a picture. None of these are good ones. Hold on.
But you could be talking about the Joseph tablet though. That's something that
Yeah, I
as they
just found
said.
this.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah, I just found it with the little. What's the name?
tablet. Let's see if this gonna pull up.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the Chief Joseph tablet got Paleo Hebrew on it.
It's the I'm gonna pull it up.
This one here. Trying to see if we got anyone that's like super clear. No, I don't see one that's super clear. Hold on. Well, let me know if you find it, y'all.
I'm about to bring it up right now. My screen still sharing? No, I probably gotta share. Let me see.
Spell chi.
I'm about to share it.
I before E, brother.
Oh shoot.
It's all
Brother,
good.
is you speaking ham, brother?
Oh my god.
Brother, niggas gotta learn how to spell, brother.
Brother.
Oh, you talking about Kaya?
I said I before E. Zip
Oh,
that.
I didn't even peep. But yeah, you see it right here. This Chief Joseph. Let me see if I can zoom in. It ain't doing no better. I'm trying to click on it.
Like
Right?
a damn UFO on there.
Yeah,
No.
low key. This shit gonna pop up. See if I can enhance this shit. There we go. Yeah, I see it. That little what's the name he got at the bottom?
Let's see it.
Yep. Now like this. How did he get one of these? You get what I mean? This is a Syrian flag, and it just show you the troops are overcome, and it just shows you that they got a they came from the third part, the third part of the world, right? They came to the fourth part. What was Syria is like? Where's Assyria at? Let me see. Let me just look at.
That's one of
Look.
the early captivities.
Yeah, look. Yep. So they got a Syrian. How do a damn Gadite has a Syrian flag or something like that?
Yeah, that's powerful right there.
That's
You got to
literally their
remember
flag.
the Assyrians let them go, and then when they left, I mean, you just pull that out in Second Ezra
Yep. And they left and then came over here.
when they left and
God,
came over here.
it's the same flag. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Same points and everything. Second Ezra, let me see. 1339.
Yep.
John, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of OC the king, whom Salamazer, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, right? What's them oceans? What's that? The Atlantic Ocean, I believe. It says, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they will leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. Right. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. So this is how the 10 tribes, right, which are the Native Americans and Hispanics, this is how they got over into the fourth world, or what we would know as today as Americas. This is how they found out about this new land, right? Right, I'm gonna keep going too. It says, verse 44. It says, "For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they passed over." Right, meaning he had like no raging rivers or no raging waters while they were sailing through the sea. Right, says, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, in the same region is called Ashereth. This is where the place. This is what they called America back in the day, Ashereth, when mankind never dwelt. Right.
Yeah.
That's all. This passage is also what helped Christopher Columbus make his way over here. This is how they knew that there was a fourth part of the earth. Because if you think when you go back to ancient times, they don't even believe that it was three parts of the earth.
Yep.
And that's why when they discovered the Americas, they started referring to it as the New World.
God, that's right. The fourth part of the world, because all they knew is what is it? Asia, Africa, and Europe. And America is
Yep.
the new world. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Then look at verse 46. It says, then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, right? Because this is the final captivity. This is the latter time. We living in the last days, and this is where our brethren, this is where all of us is at. We in the land of the north. We all over here.
And then and what do you say in the text? She said that Dan don't have a gate. That don't have a gate. Dan does have a gate.
No, just they don't have 12,000. Like they've been diminished so much. But this is Genesis. Dan was still prominent during this time. It's just he started to
E-
be less prominent as time
And,
went on. So we reading
and
something
even
from Genesis. Like we can't equate that to end time things. You know
even
what I
e-
mean?
even even when you go to like you said in Revelations, there's not a Dan doesn't have enough to be numbered. But when you go to the book, just to prove this real quick, somebody pull Ezekiel 48 and 32.
Yeah, your screen showing. Yeah.
Just to show this real quick.
Shalom making Israel in the building.
Kind is all good, Megan, man. Shalom, man. You showed up. So it don't matter, King.
Khan, Shalom, King. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 48, verse 32. It says, and at the east side, 4,503 gates. And one of the gate, it says, and one gate of Joseph, one gate of Benjamin, and one gate of Dan.
One
Uh,
gate of who?
one
Of
gate
Dan.
of Dan.
So Dan has a gate.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't have 12,000 of them.
It's just not Dan was reduced
Yeah.
as a punishment.
Yep.
That's why he's not mentioned in Revelations 12. When you go here to Ezekiel 48, you see that this is end time prophecy and it's talking about the city gates. This is going into the third temple. So we know that Dan will have a gate. You can go ahead and continue. Go back to Genesis.
Yeah. Go to verse 20. It says, out of Asher, his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties.
Yeah, they known for making all type of baked goods and stuff like that.
Yep.
Oh, here's Paul. His junk been dropped off.
You said we waiting on call?
Yeah,
he's
his
back
junk
on here.
nah.
Oh, con. Verse 21 says, Naphtali is a hind let loose. He giveth goodly words. Verse 22. Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall.
Hold on, we gotta deal with Naphtali. So it said Naphtali is a high let loose. So it's speaking about how they were excellent record keepers, and it said like a deer or wild goat, they wander like the nomads. For Naphtali, we really gonna have to go to Deuteronomy 33. So you can just keep going because that's the main how we gonna be able to prove them. Actually, you can real quick just because it's gonna be something real simple. Get
Yeah.
33 and 23.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 23. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, and full with the blessing of Yahawah, possess thou the west and the south.
So when it's dealing with and it is they're full with the blessing of the Lord, right? So they land is full with grapes and other fruits. So it's basically they just they're able to produce a lot there. And then I'm pretty sure if you switch to the NLT, it should help. Yeah, switch to the NLT,
God,
and this gonna kind of help us with that end part where it said possessed out the west and the south.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 23 in the NLT. Moses said this about the tribe of Naphtali. O Naphtali, you are rich in favor and full of Yahawah's blessings. May you possess the west and the south.
That's talking about where you go to the South American map. That's that Argentina to Chile.
So like,
That's like
yeah,
that's the western, and I think Chile is like the whole western side of South America. Like it's that long. Oh
uh,
no, it's Argentina, and that's where Neftali is dwelling at, like on the chart.
and yep, and like your brother was saying, and it's Naphtali is like it's literally on the most southwest region on the entire earth, and they are surrounded by large bodies of water.
Yeah,
So I guess it
literally.
wasn't the NLT, but it's a translation that where it was supposed to say, and is full of his blessings, he will inherit southward to the lake.
Hmm.
That's the translation I was looking for, but I guess it's not the NLT.
Con.
Well, we already
Con-
just got it, so it
Yeah.
don't matter.
So Chile and Argentina is what Neftali inhabits, which is Chile is strictly west, southwest, and Argentina is nothing but south, literally west and south. Both
God.
parts they inherit or
Yep.
dwell in.
Let's see if I can find this translation. I'm gonna try the.
That's right, Isaiah, bro. He said it was diminished. It has been diminished.
Yeah, this the NIV.
It's the NIV that said,
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's the NIV. Yeah. So as you say, he said, and he will inherit southward to the lake. And like we just pointed out, they're a part of the most southwest region on the whole earth.
yep, literally.
God. God. Go back to that Genesis,
God.
verse 20, verse 22. It says, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall.
God, I believe that's talking about how fruitful Ephraim is.
I mean, wall. Yeah.
How many
Yeah,
kids
they
he
be having a
got.
lot of kids, a lot of stuff. And then that's Joseph covered the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans.
Yep.
He's gonna
Vanessa,
have a
yep.
whole lot of babies and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. God, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Verse 23 says, the archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel.
Right. Because we know Joseph, that's the head tribe of the northern kingdom.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Manasseh and Cuba. I mean, Manasseh and
Ephraim,
Ephraim.
Ephraim. So,
Yeah, they tough people too, man. Them Cubans don't play. You gotta think how tough they gotta be. Some of them may be swimming from Cuba to Florida and all type of stuff going on, man. It
Man.
really be going down over there.
Yeah.
For real. And they land is fruitful as well, too. You know what I mean? All that you gotta think. Most of them lands is gonna be pretty fruitful. It's off an island, man. It's nothing but water. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it'll be fruitful lands.
Verse 25 says, even by the God of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breast and of the womb. Verse 26, the
I would
blessings.
say blessings of the womb. Yeah, that's going into how they make some of the kids.
Yeah, that's what I said for sure with
uh,
them. Even like they land, like when they first went to Puerto Rico, even the term Puerto Rico, that's port of riches. They was finding
for the
rubies
riches.
and stuff in the damn sand over there when they first
Uh,
got there. You know what I mean? That land was definitely rich with minerals and everything. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Uh,
God, God.
where you
I'm
leave
about
off
to,
at? Kenya? I'm gonna pick up at 26. I start to read.
God,
Verse 26, it says, "The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They should be on the head of Joseph and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren." Mm. It says, verse 27, "Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil."
so even that's just going into how when it says Benjamin shall reverend as a wolf, they're just saying that the tribe of Benjamin will have the traits and characteristics of wolves. Wolves attack you at night. And during the time of slavery, there was a group of Jamaican runaway slaves who became known as the Maroon Warriors, and they would
Mm.
frequently attack the British slave owners and steal away black slaves to the mountains at night. And that's just one thing. And if you look up a wolf pack, you will see how the tribe of Benjamin acts.
Yeah,
Uh,
Maroon Warriors, man. That's good. I definitely forgot about that term too. That's what they
uh,
fought for sure.
I for sure thought about it. I forgot their name, though. I remember that
Uh,
happened. So,
Yeah, that's how you line it up with history, archaeology, and prophecy, man. You got to go into all of it.
I mean, the whole
right.
Genesis 49 is literally prophecy.
Literally. Literally.
You can finish it, I guess, with 28, right?
Oh
I'm
my
good, man.
God.
Yeah. Verse 28.
Marshall was reading, but I mean, either one of y'all, I
Oh,
know
oh,
it's just what's the name doing it. Oh
oh, okay.
man, George Crawford. That's what you're talking about. It's
Man,
crazy.
Man, look, man, y'all think y'all let us get through our lesson, stay on here, and we can have conversations. But right now, we just trying to work through
Yeah, we gonna
this.
get to it. Let's keep going.
That's really it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I
Because
finished
we
it
yeah.
real quick.
uh
It's the book of Genesis 49, chapter and verse 28. It says, "All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is that their fathers spake unto them and blessed them. Everyone according to his blessing, he blessed them."
Right.
uh
So this is identified based on blessings and certain things, right? But we have a whole nother way that you can even identify the tribes. There's more blessings, even in the law of Deuteronomy, but it's curses as well, too. That's going to be a whole different set of identifiers that we don't have enough time to go into. So, Lord willing, we be able to go back to this again. We're gonna touch on proving who the Israelites are by the curses. That's gonna be the title of that. We definitely gonna go into that. And you know
uh
what I mean? Lord willing. I mean, if y'all got any
uh
more points on this, I know
I
it's
got one.
really more we could put, and I wish I knew what my notes say because it's more. This just, you know what I mean? We did this through the spirit, man, on some last minute type stuff. We shouldn't have did, you know what I mean? Not really should have did it, but you know what I mean? We didn't want to take too much time, bro, just because I mean, we don't have the time to really do
This
it, and I
this
wish we
something
did.
this something we could put a PowerPoint together and we could just do a live class on the PowerPoint because there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to show, like website, like stuff off of websites and articles and stuff that really would have drove the point a lot, like drove it home a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even with Deuteronomy 33, like we didn't even get to go into Ephraim. That's because Ephraim really is talked about in Deuteronomy 33.
Yep. Sure
But
is. We just went into Joseph.
we just dealt with that. So I mean, right now it's cool. So so we're gonna do a part two to this, and right before we jump into that, we'll be able to go into some of Deuteronomy 33 because it's like another account of how the tribes will look in the end times, and then we can lead into Deuteronomy 28 and just go through those curses and show how it only applies to our people.
Right. Right. And then I think this is on the quick end. Like he said, my brother want PowerPoints and more things to be brought. And we did it kind of rushing. And we've been on here an hour and 20 something minutes still.
Uh,
Mm.
and we were still able to articulate ourselves in a way to where our point still landed with this being an impromptu lesson,
God.
being stuff that brothers haven't went over in years. That's why I said, like, the same way it's important for us to take everybody back to the basics, we also taking ourselves back to the basics with these type of lessons.
That's right.
That's right.
But I mean, not everybody has something to say in the comments. If y'all want to get on here for a brief moment, when I say brief, present your point, and let's go script for script or whatever we need to do. Who is this? George Crawford. We would say Christ is not Yahawah. He's not the Tetragrammaton. You want to prove us wrong? You're very much so welcome to come on here. If not, we is not about to sit around waiting for you.
Nope. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Oh my God.
That's what you want to do. Come and show us book, chapter, verse, because that's all we deal with.
Somebody put the bacon.
That's right.
Bacon silly.
That's right.
That's right.
God.
Because I don't even want to bring out no scripture. You gotta show me a scripture where he said he is the most high God.
Yeah, please show me. If you can't do that, we got a problem.
Man. Yeah, it look like that's it. He probably just started to come here and throw a wrench at us.
Yeah, if anything, he said he's a higher. He ain't never say he was Yahawah.
You were saying that you got so much to deal with.
He's just probably a demon.
Oh yeah.
It ain't no probably.
Somebody he was always talking. Now come on. What happened to the brother Isaiah?
Isaiah started agreeing with certain stuff.
Oh, okay.
He just said certain stuff. He just can't allow nothing to be a stumbling block. Like I said, Dan on there, and then some of this stuff, bro. Like, to be honest, certain people that want to have all the answers for everything, because not even we know a lot, but we don't have all the answers. That's because this is a faith-based so-called religion, man. This is a faith-based, this is based on faith. So some things we have to just believe, man, according to the word of God. He show us enough evidence that it's like, if we got a bunch of points that's landed, just say out of 100 points, we got 92 of them landed, but then we got 8 that we might not be able to answer all the way. Are we going to let that 8 decide the fact that we don't believe because, you know what I mean, or what?
No, that's facts.
We ain't gonna get everything. We Most High don't want us to have everything. That's why we don't. We're not perfect right now. We need a savior. We need Yahawashi and Yahawashi. If we had everything, we can get everything handled. What is the point of needing God if we can do everything ourselves?
No, that's facts.
Real talk.
And that's why it makes sense that it, like you said, it's a faith-based organization, or not even organization, but belief. You feel what I mean? Because everybody don't have faith. Everybody not gonna be able to believe that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are Israelites, and Esau is the white man, and all the heathens going into captivity for what they've done. This is why Christ tell you that his sheep hear his voice, right?
Yeah.
Christ never said out of his own mouth that he is the most high God and worship me.
Yep.
If he is the most high God,
oh no, Salaki, go ahead.
I'll make this quick point. If he is the most high God, why do Matthew 6 say, "Our Father who art in heaven"? Why is he saying "our Father"?
That's powerful. That's powerful. But I also want to just give a just say I salute you, Isaiah, because off the 100, off of humility, I salute people that's humble enough to even hear certain things out, to know that, we all learn, we know that we know some things, so we know we don't have everything. So even you saying 100, that's a sign of humility, that's a sign of meekness. That's who's going to inherit the earth regardless, man. So none of us is above correction, none of us is above learning. We just know that God, he not giving us every single thing, because we wouldn't need him if we could do everything on our own. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he gave us enough, and I guess when due time he'll show us more. More is going to be revealed to us through the Spirit. But like I said, this is a faith-based first. It said faith and works. He always say, don't say works and faith. It's a faith and works. You got to believe before anything. We have to believe.
Oh no, that's right, maybe.
Kind. Facts.
If y'all got any questions, man, this is the time to do something, man. We gonna give y'all like 3 minutes. Now, of course, it'll take long, but just 3 minutes to get something out. Otherwise, we getting off of here. You see what he adds?
Yeah. What's your point with that? What you trying to say that Esau turned black?
I mean, they all Hebrews. We'll say that. They all are technically Hebrew. There's a Hebrew Ishmaelite, a Hebrew Edomite. And come deal with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. And Lord willing, we add another day in, man. If the Most High, see it fit. Lord willing, we be able to do that. Yeah, but with that question, need you to either rephrase it or something, or so we can
Just tell us what you trying to say by asking that. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's a follow-up question to that.
Yeah, because I don't know what you mean intermarried.
Are you using that to say that Esau can't be the so-called white man? Is that what you're trying to say? No, Megan. Not as of now. We haven't been doing Fridays and Saturdays. Saturdays we usually in camp.
Yeah, usually we on the street Saturday, but like I said, we trying to figure out another day. Like I said, we still have jobs and stuff like that. But if we can do this full time, I'm definitely gonna try to do it. Like for sure, first day I probably would add is a Wednesday, like in between these days. Probably do like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for sure, and like treat it like Bible study type vibes.
Yeah, like the brother said, we might end up just implementing some mini series like how he is right now. You know what I'm saying? Just going into certain stuff, and we already got common Christian misconceptions. Now we got this Hebrew Israelite one-on-one. I mean, us just making stuff like this is what's gonna lead to us eventually adding another day or something like that.
Kind.
That's all through the Spirit of the Lord.
Real talk.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Isaiah, make sure you subscribe, man, and put the bell on and tell a friend, come with them questions for sure. For sure. Tap in, come with the questions, man. Ain't no such thing. As long as people come and humility and genuine questions, like to genuinely try to build, to genuinely want to learn something, to build and come together, whether we agree with it or not, just so you can get understanding and we can get an understanding of you as well and where you might be coming from. Like we're willing to do that too, man. Just come with truth and sincerity and with logic, man. And that's what we about, bro. For real.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
We love our people. That's why we do this. All right, so I don't look like it's nothing else like that other demon ran out of here trying to say
He
Jesus
already
is
knew what was
Yahawah.
about to happen.
Maybe he went and ate a fish sandwich or something. Man, shalom to y'all, man. Yahawah thumb. Lord willing, this was edifying and straight to the point. And I like to say, call Allah Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Say shalom. Until next time, Israel. Yahawah thumb and Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
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 How about that? Kwame Yasharala.